the same router bit that I cut the socket with in my router table. And by carefully adjusting the rip fence, I've made this sample to see how it's going to fit. Let's check it out. Just snug, that's what I want. Now I can run the sides through. Back here at the table saw, I've reinstalled my stacked dado head cutter, and I've set it up for a 1/2 inch in width and made a groove along the back edge of the side where the back will fit into it. Well, that takes care of the groove for the bottom of the drawer to fit into. Now, to make the groove in the drawer front, which is going to receive the bottom, I can't do it on my table saw because it'll show through the ends. But I can use my portable router, which I've equipped with a 1/2 inch straight bit and a guide fence. I'm just going to drop it in near one of the dovetail sockets and run to the other one. The drawer goes together with a little bit of carpenter's glue. Let me just slide this joint together. And if it needs a little help at the end, a block of wood and a hammer will do the job. The back of the drawer gets glued and nailed into place. Now the bottom of the drawer, which is not glued to the sides and front, just nailed along the back. Installing the drawer slides is just a matter of following the manufacturer's instructions. Some screws into the drawer side and some into the case. Let's see how it fits. Slip it together. Good. Now let's put the doors on. Now the doors, more edge-banded plywood, need two 35mm diameter holes for the hinges. Now for the hardware itself. The manufacturer of the hinge will sell you this little template, which makes it easier to locate the hinge on the case. That's all there is to that. Installing the doors is a snap. The top of the cabinet is made from 3/4 inch high-density particle board. There's 2x4s around the bottom edge to give it some thickness, and it's all banded in oak. Now, I've already cut the particle board to size and the 2x4s that go underneath it. And I'm just going to use a little bit of glue and some screws to fasten the 2x. Now, the oak banding that goes around the countertop is mitered at the corners, and that's best done here at my power miter box, which I've set at 45 degrees. like to secure the oak band to the counter blank with a little bit of glue. What I'm going to do first is nail the corners together with some brads, and then I'll secure the rest of the band with some screws. The high-pressure laminate for the top is applied to the substrate using a contact cement. We'll put a little bit out on the piece, roll it on each piece, and when it's dry, we'll carefully attach them together. Now see, that's just dry. Now you only get one shot at this. This is contact cement. Once it touches, that's it. So I've cut the piece a little oversized. Get it lined up on the edge here and drop it down. Now I'm just going to take this J roller and bond the two surfaces together. I'm using the same router bit that I trimmed the wood veneer with a little bit earlier. One final detail for the top. You'll notice that I chamfered the edges all the way around. And to do that, I just set my router up with a chamfering bit. I'm going to secure the top to the base with 4 2-inch screws through those corner blocks we put in earlier. These cleats will hold the hardware for the sliding shelf. Okay, now we can build the tray. Using the table saw, I've made this rabbet, which will receive the bottom of the tray. Just as with the edges on the countertop, I've mitered all the corners over at the power miter box, and now I'm attaching the edges with glue and some 1-inch brads. Now, before I install the shelf, I think I'll give everything a coat of sanding sealer. This is a water-based sanding sealer, and it's a good choice for a first coat because it'll seal the pores in both the hardwood and the softwood. I'm going to coat everything inside and out. It should dry in about 30 minutes or so. Then I'll take a look at it, and maybe I'll put one more final coat of a good hard polyurethane to really protect it. Ever since I built this shop cabinet several months ago, I kicked myself for not having done it sooner. It's an indispensable item in the workshop.